All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again here to bring you another video. This one's gonna be doing a video. I'm gonna focus on Rick's return. Better late than never. All right, too. So very excited to see the return of Rick in the Walking Dead television series. Oh man, it has been a long time since we've been able to see Andrew Lincoln in his role as Rick in the Walking Dead television series, or Walking Dead spin-off series, Walking Dead universe, for the AMC version of the Walking Dead, which I really feel is the best version of Walking Dead that's been done. So Walking Dead wrapped up. Let's see, now we're into 2024, so not last year, but the year before. We had the final episodes there, but they followed up really strong with, getting to see the Walking Dead Dead City, getting to see the Daryl Dixon spinoff series, getting a strong ending, a fairly strong ending, strong enough ending for Fear the Walking Dead, getting to see that kind of wrap up. And finally now we get to see Andrew Lincoln return as Rick. So it's been about 5 years. That is quite a while. That is a long time. I think there probably is still enough interest, though, from what I'm seeing from people, to get to see Rick return, to get to see Andrew Lincoln return as Rick. Would have been great if they could have done it sooner. But we got to see him kind of in the last episode of The Walking Dead. In a way, he wasn't in the same location as everybody else, so it wasn't like a reuniting scene, but we got to see some scenes with him. So in a way, he sort of kind of returned for the finale. Sort of, right? At least we got to see of him, and he was there for that. So that's pretty good. Now we get to see an actual series with him, an actual spin-off series featuring him and Michonne, spotlight type series. It's a shame that we won't be able to get to see Rick interact with a lot of those other Walking Dead, alum or alumni or characters that are there, still alive from the original series. But that's kind of the way I think it sort of had to go with The Walking Dead. They kind of had to split things off and give each, A-lister kind of their own shows, because having them all in one show is pretty difficult to do. And, costs involved and stuff like that. They might not always get enough viewership to make it worth their while to do a series like that. But to split them off like this, it works. It's what they're going to do. And we can always hope that eventually we get to see Rick reunited with Morgan or Daryl or some of the others there. So comments from you guys regarding the new trailer that we got a couple days ago there. Jess1919 said, looks to be an old type of Walking Dead quality. Hope you, the baby, and Jess are doing well, Trev. So thanks so much for that. We're doing great. Very excited for this series. Really enjoying, getting some time off work to take care of the baby and stuff like that. Was going to start a second job as a college instructor, college teacher. You call it professor, but you're supposed to have a PhD to be a professor. But it ended up, I just started it recently, but I was like, I can't do it. 'Cause too much craziness, way too much work and marking assignments and all that stuff. I was like, I can't add this onto my schedule with my full-time job. Once I return to my full-time job, I would not be able to do both. So passed on that. Bright side of that is, we'll have time to, continue with Walking Dead for whatever they do air, whatever they do produce, whatever spinoffs there are, at least for a little while longer, I think. I will. It's a good mix for me. I got my full-time deal, and then after that, I can do YouTube when I get a chance, when I have time, and it's not like some huge commitment where I'm at like 60 hours a week and not sleeping and, having to wake up and do, just too much, 7 days a week work. I'm okay working like 6 days. I don't want to work like 7 days. I'm not going to do that again. I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. It's too much. Glory of the Dead, 3489 said, why are people saying it's 6 years, just over 5? Rick's final episode was November 2018, so good for the dates there. And that's when the movie was promised by Scott Gimple on Talking Dead. That's right, which they don't even do Talking Dead anymore, do they? Right? That's maybe that's something maybe they won't do it again. I don't know. Maybe at some point we could see a Talking Dead for something. With the Rick series, it might make sense to do a short one, like 30-minute or something per episode or something. But it's 5 years. It's quite a while. But then again, it's just great to see him return at all, like that. If you look at something like Stranger Things has had an awesome run for its first 4 seasons. And they're already kind of like, they're going to wrap it up, I think, season 5. But, that's where we're at with that one. But getting all the different cast and crew back together to do the seasons is really hard for them. So, with Walking Dead's decision to kind of splinter off the shows, it's probably the best we're going to get. But at least it was just 5 years. 6, 7, 8. I mean, if you get up to like 8 years, it's probably too late to do it. So I think it's been a long time for Rick, but it's probably not too long. Long enough. A String Theory 80898 says, so are the same guys who did The Walking Dead working on this and not Angela Kang? I'm not sure. String Theory, some of the people are the same I saw. So there's going to be some that are the same, but I don't know if Angela Kang's working on it. Maybe not. I don't think that she's on the project, but I haven't heard anything. I don't know who the showrunner is yet. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Nightmare says, I have never been so hyped for a TV show in my life, and it appears Rick is officially the helicopter boy, pilot, and a CRM soldier. Should we be concerned? Yes, I am. Well, it's going to be fun either way. Even if, like, at the end of the series, Rick is killed off or something, makes sense. The Tony Entertainment said, long time no see, Trev. I don't know. I post videos every couple weeks. I posted some videos for, like, the holidays a couple weeks ago. A lot of them were, like, figure collectibles related, turtles related. So it's what it is. There just hasn't been that much for Walking Dead to really post. There was the stuff with Jada's first look and that. But I do what I can. Like, I post what I can do. I don't really want to do too many of, like, thorough, retro videos for Walking Dead where we go back to earlier stuff. I feel like I've done enough of that over the years. So we mostly cover what's new with Walking Dead. And I always look for other things to cover when we get a chance. Mary Toon says, I waited for you yesterday. I was wondering if you saw the trailer being dropped without much warning. Yeah, they didn't really tell us that it was going to, there's going to be a trailer. And they just kind of released it whenever. The Ones Who Live is going to be the bomb for sure, especially for us hardcore fans. We waited so long. Absolutely right. Yep, Dr. Finance 355. Let's go. I can't wait for the series to hit. The Walking Dead is alive and well. They've done a great job after the end of the series. Like, they announced the end of the series. They wrapped it up. But they followed it up with some awesome spin-offs. And this one, I think, should be the best, right? We had Daryl and we had, Carol, Negan, and Maggie in the original series. Not seeing Rick all this time. Like, this one's got a great setup to get him back again, right? Brian Atcham 2670. I'm calling it. This is the final story and time. We'll get to see Rick and Michonne, and he's not going to lose his hand. Yeah, it might be, Brian, because of how long it took them to get the series together, like, 5 full years. When this series ends, maybe that will be it for Andrew Lincoln as Rick. But you never know. He did take some time off, so he had quite a while off. So he might be happy to get back at it and do something that's going to be very popular again. That's always fun to do something that people really like and they're into, right? They're interested in. Not going to lose a hand. It doesn't look like it from the trailers. I don't know. People online just like kind of, sometimes there's rumors or stuff that gets leaked. And sometimes people just like make stuff up, like they're just like, and it's okay to like do predictions or something like that. But, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it might not be the case at all. Maybe that's not what they're doing at all. The Dreadnought says 6 years too late. And T-Mac Navy says, how many seasons are we going to get with The Ones Who Live? Don't know. Probably 2, and maybe more than that, but we really don't know. And we don't know how many episodes yet either. I don't think they've announced it, if it's 6 or 10 or whatever. Yeah. And then Mr. Brandon B72 said, I thought Trev wasn't post the review. Well, again, like I said, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure how much time I would have, with the baby and stuff. Not sure. But when I do get time, and, got some excitement for it, am hyped for something like this, we'll definitely post some videos for it. So let me know what you guys think. Long time return for Rick. Overdue, but better that they do it now than never having done it at all, right? Before you leave, thumb the video up below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Rick's return. And I'll see you guys again soon for another video. It's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.